price did you get him?
Just like one spoonful.
I guess he doesn't like it that much. What do you want in the burger? Not in the burger. What do you want in the dumplings?
Whatever you want to put in there.
Whatever I want to put in there. Hello, y'all. Welcome to Wednesday? No, Tuesday. Sorry, I'm clearly not with it. We're gonna make some dumplings, or try to make some dumplings today. I just found this very sad box of shiitake mushrooms that I bought before I left for camping. And I don't know if you can see it, but the tips are getting a little bit fuzzy, which means they are molding. And it's probably my fault because I should have unwrapped them from the plastic. I've bought mushrooms before and I've kept them for over a month without an issue. But I think it's because the plastic traps so much moisture that they've just started growing mold. But I'm still gonna try to salvage some of them. How's everyone doing? No, I want the bigger cutting board today. Oh, Cece, I'm sorry. Oh, Jesus, Nalco. Well, I'm glad you got your second vaccine. I think it's fine. For some reason, I only see the mold at the very tip, fuzziness. So I'm just gonna cut it off. I think it'll be fine. But you know, if we die, you'll know why. You'll know why we died. And you can tell the people that it's because June decided to eat moldy mushrooms on a YouTube live because she didn't want to throw away $3 worth of mushrooms. It's all good, guys. It's all good. When in doubt, just trim a little bit more away and we'll be fine. I need to pull you guys up on the YouTubes because I don't know what you're saying because I can't see you. But now I can see you. Hooray, what time is it in New York? It's 9:19 p.m. It is pretty late, but I did not do my time management very well today, so this is what we're working with. I tried to get a little bit of a workout in before this live because I haven't moved today much at all. This one looks questionable, so I'm tossing it. We're not trying to save all the mushrooms. Sometimes it's just not worth it. So if your gut instinct says to toss it, I would say toss it. I feel like you're... What is it, Monday? It's okay, we'll wash all of them, guys, don't worry. Clearly, my food safety is not great today. Don't do what I do if you want to live to a very ripe old age. Only do what I do if you are not at all concerned with when you die. And you can eat all the moldy food you want to eat. Nobody will tell you otherwise. I was just telling my coworker today about how she was asking for doctor recommendations, and I was like, I like my dentist because he's the only dentist that I've convinced to stop bothering me about my missing tooth. And every single dentist I've been to have told me, rightly so, that because of my missing tooth there, the teeth on either side will start collapsing in and I'll start, you know, having bone density loss, whatever, and they want me to get implants. And I'm just like, you know what, listen, I've given up on myself, so you can too. Don't worry about it. And it's probably very, very, very nearsighted of me, because I simply don't want to get that procedure done, but also because I'm just not sure if it's worth it to suffer now for more security in the future when I don't even know if I'll be living into that future. So my reasoning is, if it's causing me this much stress and anxiety, why suffer now? Let's just wait until it all goes to shit and then we'll figure it out. Worst comes to worst, all of my teeth fall out, I'll have dentures by the age of 43, and we'll deal with that. You know, maybe once in my life, I'll finally have white teeth. And yes, you're not supposed to wash mushrooms for very long because they will get waterlogged, yada, yada, yada. But obviously, because we're doing everything wrong today, it's fine. It truly will be fine, guys. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna make too much filling because I don't want to make that many dumplings. But I'm just gonna have like, I don't know, 7 or 8 mushrooms maybe. And then we have a Beyond Burger that we haven't used, that I took out from the freezer yesterday. So we'll crumble that up into this mixture. And then I'm gonna shred some carrots and cabbage. And let's see what we got here. Oh, I still have some of my Pan Asian liquid that I can put in there. Perfect. I'm going to line this container with a paper towel before I plop my mushrooms back in, so it can soak up some of that extra moisture. And then I'm going to keep this unlidded in the fridge and hope it doesn't mold until I use it. What is Pan Asian liquid? I put gochujang, soy sauce, fish sauce, mirin, rice wine vinegar, and sesame oil in here. It's true, things could be worse. Things can always be worse. just going to chop my mushrooms and turn them 90 degrees and chop them the other way so that they're mostly diced, and then I'll run my knife along a couple more times to make sure that they're all kind of small and easily fittable inside our wrappers. Like a ground meat of sorts, but mushy. So these will be mostly vegetarian. I guess they are vegetarian, except for the fish sauce that's in my pan Asian sauce. I might add more fish sauce, we'll see. Trisha, it's not really about the cost to me. Like, yes, it is about the cost, but it's just more about the pain. I've had a lot of autoimmune issues that get triggered when my body experiences any kind of like physical trauma, like cuts, surgeries, all of that shit. So I just don't want to bother with it. It just gives me too much anxiety. I'd rather just watch my body disintegrate naturally rather than force it into submission of elongated longevity. There used to be a time when we would die before we hit our 40s, and now we live so old. And what are we living for? I don't know. I'm sure some people have more to live for than I do, but I truly don't care for it all that much. I say now in my early 30s, but you know, probably things will change. Who knows? I got a bag, a 2-pound bag of carrots for $1. Pretty dang good deal if you ask me. It's cheaper than some of the unit price carrots that I get, which is usually like 69 cents a pound, so this was a pretty darn good deal. I'm peeling them because there's a lot of grit in here, and when I see a lot of grit, that usually means that no matter how much I wash them, the grit will probably not come off. So I'd rather waste a little bit of carrot than to experience grit in my bite. And I'm just going to grate the carrot so that it's a nice, fine, mushy consistency that can be easily mixed into our filling. I usually use a shredder, but don't feel like it today, so I'm just going to microplane it all. It also is not helping that turmeric stain from going away. I was hoping it would, but that turmeric stain is here to stay. Note to self, do not use any of the tools that you need to use on camera with turmeric, because now it will never be really good looking anymore for camera. It's so ridiculous how yellow it got. So yellow.
I like how I was asking.
Okey doke. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Here we go. Some cabbage. I also cut this cabbage before I left for camping, so some of them have gotten a little bit questionable looking. Not moldy per se, but a little bit darkened. So I'm just gonna get rid of some of those. Again, better safe than sorry. I was like, Aaron, are you gonna eat cabbage when I'm gone? And he was like, do you think I'm gonna eat cabbage when you're gone? And I was like, That's enough. Sorry, I'm not really paying attention to the chat right now. If there's any questions that you have, please tag me so that it lights up in orange and I can more easily see when I look over. Oh, congrats on the Webby, even though you don't care. Thank you, Nauko. My team is very delighted that we won. We didn't win the People's Choice Award, but we won the panel-decided Webby. And I still want to thank everyone so much for voting. Thank you for taking your time and devoting it towards giving your email address away to what is known as the Internet Oscars. Appreciate your care and your support. And that's that. We get one free statuette, like the awards trophy per win. So I told Zach that he can have it because I don't really care about it. If you want any more than one, you have to pay for it. And I truly do not care enough. Alright, we got mushies, we got carrots, we got cabbage. And now we're going to put in some garlic. A little clove of garlic. Yeah, all the pros out there with burner email accounts, amazing, you guys are prepared. Beans and potatoes, Latavia, sounds amazing. One of my favorite combos. Thanks, Megan. Oh my God, look, the turmeric stain is still coming off in the soap. That's outrageous. That's insanity. Wow. Hi, Colombia. How are you guys doing? Is it still freaking chaotic and tragic over there? Have things settled down? Has anything gotten better? Is there any good news coming out of the world? We need some good news right now. I took my vitamin CC, thank you. Ooh, sisig. Yum, 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 yum. Is there pig ears in there? So good. Amy says if I use vinegar, it will take away the color. Oh, that's good to know. Getting some Chinese black vinegar. Any tips for use other than in dipping sauce or marinades? I use it in stir fries. It's vinegar. You can use it anywhere. It's kind of like a less sweet balsamic is how I think of it. Hi, Singapore. All right, we got garlic in there. And now we have this Beyond Meat that's been defrosted and refrosted and defrosted and refrosted over and over again. Yes. All great. It's so oily. Hi, Fred. There you go. There's Fred. How cute is he? Hi, Ireland. All right, what else? I'm gonna put in my Pan Asian. There's like a tablespoon left in here. I'll leave it upside down in the compost in case it drains out a little bit more. And then I will put in some black pepper. Oh my god. My pepper mill just opened and full-on peppercorns just fell out into my dressing. Wow. Wow. I'm a mess, guys. I'm a freaking mess today. This is the stuff you don't see on Budget Eats. But it does happen all the time. Alright. Great. All the freaking time. All the time. We're gonna put in some leftover 5-spice powder in there. Great. And some Trader Joe's mushroom seasoning. I took these spices camping, which is why they're all in like little tiny containers. Today is truly not my day, but it's okay, guys. We will survive this. I definitely made too much mixture, but it'll be great. It will. Why does Beyond Meat smell like gasoline? Is it made from gasoline? Is it made from like petroleum byproduct? Because that's what it smells to me. It kind of smells like that vaporous blue cheese odor. That's so weird. That is so freaking weird. Alright, we got cabbage, carrots, Beyond, mushrooms, garlic, Asian pan Asian sauce, black pepper. I need a little more black pepper in there. 5-spice. I mean, maybe it smells that way because it's aged. I truly don't know. But Beyond always smells a little bit funky and weird to me. Too much black pepper. Ooh. Cool. All right, let me rinse this off. Rinse that. Oh, the grill flavor? They try to add a grill flavor to it? Gross. Okay, now that that board is wet, I don't want to use it to roll my dough because dough will stick to a wet board. Sorry about that. I just kiss you all. I'm gonna use a fresh board. Would you ever do a fridge or freezer tour? No, because it changes so often. Oh, Fred left. I'm so sad. got the dough from yesterday, nicely rested. Smells turmeric-y, a little bit like dirt. It has stained my plastic container a little bit. I'm going to take a quarter of it for now. I'm gonna roll it into a log. Aaron, do you want small dumplings?
Yeah, sure.
Or we're gonna try to make some baby dumps. Here's what the log of dough looks like. How small can we go? I don't know. I'm just cutting like 1-inch pieces, roughly. And I take the cut side and I lay it on the board and then I squish down. And it forms a relatively round thing. So you have 2 cut sides. I take the cut side, place it on the board, and squish. Round. Whereas if you took the cut sides and placed the uncut side on your hand and you squished it, you'll end up with a square, because that's what it looks like now. But if you take the cut sides and you squish, round. Fascinating, isn't it? I would always, I don't make dumplings that often, so I don't really buy the dumpling skins, but if I had to make a billion dumplings for entertaining guests, I would not want to make my own dumpling skins unless I had like eternal vacation time, because this is just way too time consuming, guys. Way too time consuming. And I just realized that my wooden rolling pin is going to be all yellow now. It'll be freaking fantastic. This is a very tiny square, and I'm going to take a very tiny amount of filling. Very, very tiny amount of filling. And I'm going to try to close it. Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Wow, this is the babiest dumpling I've ever made. 1, 2, 3. And we crimp and we press to seal. Guys, it's so cute. It's so tiny. So this is what I'll be doing for the next 20 minutes, probably. How many small dumplings do you want, Aaron?
Small.
They're like wonton-sized dumplings. How many is a few, dude? Ugh, so unhelpful. Do you want them boiled or tortilla style?
I'll eat whatever you make.
Do you guys want boiled or tortilla style? Tell me.
One flavor of something boys.
I am not doing deep fried. You are out of your freaking mind. It is 80 freaking degrees in New York City right now. We are not deep frying. Even if it were like 20 degrees outside, I would not deep fry. Deep frying is one of my least favorite ways to cook food. The cleanup is just so painful, guys. Painful is how I would describe deep frying. If I didn't have to deep fry for my job, I would never do it. I don't have an air fryer, Cece. Wow. These are cute. The dough is so soft, so pliable, so squishy. All right, here's a comparison of our first dumpling and our second dumpling. They're like spooning, guys. Spooning dumps. What are my thoughts on air frying? It's fine. I don't own an air fryer. I absolutely hate how little it cooks. But I guess it is in a very, tight space, so it might be efficient, but I also hate how it smells. A lot of the plastic construction is terrible. So, generally not a fan of appliances that smell like plastic. Just testing the limits, I think that's too much filling. Not testing that much limit. Somebody fill Renew up on what's in the filling. Renew showed up late. Shame on you. Shame on you. There's some Beyond Meat, there's carrots, cabbage, garlic, a little bit of seasoning, mushrooms. There you go.
Finish off sequel.
Ta-da. Wow. Dumplings are a great activity if you just want to zone out and focus on something immediate. Immediately in front of you. This dough is so pretty, guys. It's speckled. Not only is it yellow, it's speckled. It almost looks like very whole wheat, but it has bright orange spots in it. I am probably any Chinese person who's made a shit ton of dumplings can tell you not doing this very efficiently. I am really not good at rolling out dumpling dough. There's a special technique that you can do where you roll it out much faster than I'm rolling it out, but it comes with experience and I really just don't have it, so. Oh wells. You gotta meet yourself where you are.
I listened to this classic.
Alright guys. Now is your time to ask me questions while I do 4 more of these.
Don't poison your brain again.
We've addressed what Aaron does for work on earlier lives. You'll have to watch all of the previous lives to find out. Coveted information, one of the highly asked questions of all time. Favorite appliances? I love my Vitamix. I love a good microwave. Makes things easy. Really fun to cook stuff in. Really affordable. I don't really use any other appliances. I mean, a nice mini food processor is really cool if you want to make some hummus, some pesto, really convenient. They can also be really cheap, under $20, $30 sometimes. I don't have a cookbook, and I'm very averse to writing one. Everybody wants me to write a cookbook, and I'm like, no, thank you. Do not want cookbook writing, thank you. Did you manage to catch up to some of the work? Yes and no. Not as much as I wanted to. I think if I weren't bargaining for the union on Thursday, I would have a lot more time to finish all of my assignments, but bargaining is pretty important, so I have to figure out my schedule. I might just have to work a little bit on Friday, which is my day off, but whatever. Such is the way of life. Days off are never really days off anymore. Ireland, 3 a.m. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Why are you awake? How did you get into working with Delish? I applied to work there as a test kitchen assistant. If you could have any job in the world, what would you do? Dude, I would love to be a travel vlogger, eat all the food. I want to do stuff like what Mark Wiens does. That would be awesome. I bought a bag of rice noodles and the instructions say to soak them 2 to 4 hours before cooking. I don't know. Normally rice noodles can get cooked in just boiled water. You don't even have to boil them, so I'm not sure. Aaron would come with. Of course Aaron would come with. I need somebody to yell at. Favorite comfort food from childhood? I feel like my grandma used to make these vegetarian buns that had like cabbage, carrots, rice noodles, like vermicelli rice noodles and eggs. She would like steam those buns up with a little bit of white pepper. Comfort food. Where would you like to travel to for the food? Everywhere. Everywhere. But I gotta be honest with you, I think like India looks a little bit overwhelming. So I would save that for later on in life when I'm more ready for it. India just looks like stimulation overload. I also feel like a lot of street food in India have so much dairy and ghee in it that I would start getting really acid refluxy. Unfortunately, my body is just not built for that kind of fat intake, so I feel like it would be really hard on my system to eat much when I'm there. But maybe there are areas of India that have a little more of calming foods. I'm not reading anything because I don't read, guys. I do not read. If I had one last meal before all hell breaks loose, I don't know. I think I would want all of my childhood memory foods from my time in Beijing. So that includes like ludagor, which is a mochi-like sticky rice treat that has soybean flour toasted on the outside and red bean paste on the inside. There would be like some cold cuts, sausages. My mom used to buy me goat's eyeballs, marinated. For sure, my uncle's jjajangmian would be amazing to have. My grandfather's pork belly, potato stew, braise, whatever it is. That would be awesome too. I enjoy reading piecemeal, but novels, I find it hard to get into now. I just don't believe in them anymore, and so I find it hard to like commit time and energy to a whole novel. If the novel doesn't pull me in the first 5 to 10 pages, I give up on it. I'm very impatient. I love fermented bean curd. Absolutely. Yeah, I did say goat's eyes. Why aren't you eating eyeballs? You killed the animal, didn't you? So why would you eat only part of it, guys? Why? Why would you only eat part of it? You gotta face its face. Face to face that you're eating. Face it.
Again, I don't see how that's a race issue. It's like, there's so many people who don't do it.
Oh yeah, no exposition would be really interesting. Does anybody have a book recommendation where there's no exposition? That would be fascinating. I've not tried making fermented bean curd. I did not know that was possible. To be honest with you, fish eyeball is one of my least favorite parts of the fish. I know everybody fights over it, but it's just too fatty for me. Especially the big fish eyeballs, way too fatty. I think you're allowed to give a link to a recipe in here. I'm not gonna stop you. Maybe YouTube. Infinite Jest. That shit is long, my dude. Long. So long. But yeah, my friend Giannis gave me his copy of Infinite Jest like maybe 2.5 years ago, and I still haven't read it. I'm sorry, guys. Has there been any food that you really thought you'd hate that surprised you? Yes. When I was in Japan, we went to this yakitori place. It was amazing. And there was a skewer of pig intestines, and I had had intestines maybe twice before in my life, and they were also like strong flavored, stinky, and I was like, ugh, I'm not ready for it. But that honestly turned out to be my favorite skewer of the night. It was so freaking surprising. Can't stop thinking about it. Are you ready to eat guotie? I like to press the dumplings down flat on the pan so that it makes maximum contact with the hot pan so that you get maximum crusting action happening. You want to get a nice, good, solid, crispy bottom. Favorite YouTubers? To be honest with you, I haven't been watching too many lately. I used to watch My Name is Undone a lot. I was fascinated. I was crushing on him real hard. When does one use carbon steel over cast iron? Whenever you want. I really fucked up the seasoning on my carbon steel pan, so I don't use it anymore because it is extremely sticky. But it's nice. It's a nice pan. It basically functions the same way that cast iron does. Just don't fuck up your seasoning like we did. Very sad. I've been thinking about trying to strip it all off, but I've just not gotten around to it. It'll take some time. Would you ever film a vlog, no editing? I mean, there has to be some form of editing when you're vlogging, like even if it's just piecing together the clips. So. Would you cook with Tess again in the same kitchen? We haven't been doing anything in the same kitchen with anybody else. Maybe. Am I interested in fashion? I guess. I'm not interested in it, but I'm not like obsessed with it. Austin, basically when we tried to season it, we put too much oil on it, and when you put too much oil on a pan when you're seasoning it, it forms a very thick but brittle layer of polymerization, and that begins to chip away when you cook on it. So the key to seasoning is to go slow gradually and go thin. Once you put too much oil on it, it forms that layer and then it chips. And that's how you end up with that. So, what does your ideal relaxed day look like? Yesterday was, Monday. Monday was nice. Aaron and I took a walk to Greenpoint and we just ate at places and we walked around and chilled. When to choose what kind of miso paste? Red is very potent. I've actually never bought red. I buy like white or yellow. When will Delish have you back at the studio? I truly don't know yet. People are starting to go in like once every week, socially distant, but I don't know full time. What dish do you consider you cook the best? I don't know, mush and trash food. I'm not a chef, I'm just a cook, guys. Love your hair. Do you keep it up yourself? Yes, for the most part. I buzz my hair now, but this dye job and the mullet cut was done by Salon 87 in Brooklyn. I really used to like Virginia Woolf. I haven't read much of her work, but I do like her. Latavia, it does seem like Wednesday, doesn't it? That's what I thought today was for the longest time. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm so confused because Monday feels like it was 2 days ago. What's the difference between chef and cook? For me, in order to be a chef, because chef, the word comes from the French word for chief, which you lead a group of cooks if you're a chef. I don't lead anybody, so I don't consider myself a chef. I definitely put way too much water in here. Now we're just gonna have to evaporate off this water because I'm pretty sure these are done. If you weren't doing your job right now, what would you be doing? I don't know. What do you think I should be doing? Welcome, Hannah. Sorry you had a tough day. I'm glad you find this content relaxing. Can you recommend a good Chinese soy sauce? No, that's the short answer. I don't really use soy sauce that often to like have tasted different brands, so I don't have, just buy whatever. The thing you need to know is there's dark soy sauce, which is more aged, less salty, but more flavorful and a little bit more dank. And there's the light soy sauce, which is like the Kiko Man shit that you see everywhere. And that's a little more salty, a little less pungent. So those are two different kinds of soy sauces that you can try out layering in your dishes. The old soy sauce is a little bit darker in color too. It's almost like a thicker molassesy consistency. Not quite as thick as treacle, but like definitely a lot more bodacious. So try those out for yourself. Let me know what you think. If it's my choice, alternate universe, I don't know. I feel like I would be farming or I don't know. Maybe I'd be a nun. Alternate universe. Who knows? What spices would you recommend other than salt and pepper? I would recommend cumin, coriander, and some sort of like dried chili. It could be red pepper flakes, but you could also go more exciting, like smoked hot paprika, stuff like that. Dried peppers I feel like is a must-have, because they have a sort of like sweet spicy curve that is really nice to bring together flavors on different ends of that flavor spectrum. I also really like fennel, but a lot of people don't. So personally, I love to have fennel in my arsenal, but you do you. Condensed milk, what do you use it for? What do you not use it for? Put it in your oatmeal, put it in your granola instead of honey the next time you make granola. You can put it a little bit in your savory dishes. I don't know, it's like, it's a sweetener with a milky vibe to it, so you can put it anywhere you want, girl. Cardamom can be spicy-ish. Yeah, cardamom reads a little more like minty to me, like a floral minty. 3 things you have to have in your fridge: apples, eggs, some sort of vegetable. I feel like I gotta have some sort of vegetable. What are you eating, Xueting? What are you eating? Tell us so we know. Aaron,
Yeah.
do I have to bring the guotie to you?
What's up?
Do I have to bring the guotie to you?
No, I'll be over here.
Some of these are getting nice and golden. I'm just waiting until all of them get... Ooh, it's dripping, it's dripping. That one was not safe. Oh my god, turmeric juice all over my stove. This is not a good day, guys. I'm a mess. Red bean pineapple buns, yum. Would it be weird if I sent an email for you through the business email on Delish? You could email me at Delish. It's june.xie@hearst.com. How is Fred? I think he's good. Yes, I also reply on Instagram a lot. I will not be answering any questions about Aaron, guys. That is his biz. You can reach out to him on Instagram if you want to know about his biz. All right, the dumps are ready for you.
Nice one back, boys.
Hot. Do you want a dipping sauce?
Sure.
Or just vinegar? Dipping sauce. We got a little bit of sesame oil. Wow, I'm running mad low on this. Whoops. We got a little bit of light soy sauce. You gotta love that oil liquid separation. So pretty. We got a little bit of black vinegar. And a little bit of leftover shark.
Nice. Very nice. Good try.
Kind of looks like fish eggs, actually. The sriracha suspended in this liquid. Mmm. Well, if Aaron's not coming to eat, I'm gonna start eating by myself. Dang it, Aaron.
Not as good as taking it, but it was quick.
Smells so weird. Can't get over it.
I clustered the
Just gonna cook off a little meatball here. I don't need to tell you his Instagram. He's practically tagged in 80% of my posts, guys. Do you even follow me on Instagram? If you just do a little detective work, it's not that hard. It's the internet. Must I do all of the freaking work for you, my darlings? Must I? It's pretty exhausting, guys. Alicia Kennedy has a newsletter that I love reading. She has a newsletter that comes out on Mondays, every Monday, and then she has an interview with people in the food and drinks industry on Friday for her paid subscribers. And she just did an interview last week with Julia Turshen, cookbook author, food writer, and they were talking about how being personalities on the internet and managing social media and upkeeping interaction with fans and supporters is very exhausting. It is labor, it is a job, and it's really hard sometimes to feel like you're not ignoring people, but also not having the energy to respond to everyone. So, you know, if you can, just do a little bit of clicking around and research. Take it easy. We are still human. I truly don't have the energy to answer everyone's questions all the time. I hope you understand. And I highly recommend Alicia Kennedy's newsletter, and I highly recommend her interviews. Very fascinating conversations, very diverse interviewees, and it is something that I look forward to consuming every week. And she's an independent author, so support those, because big box media your dumplings are gonna get sad. I'm gonna eat without you. Okay?
Alright.
Okay. Guys, who wants to look at our turmeric pickles? I do, me. Here they are, sitting for a day. Give them a nice shake because the turmeric settled on the bottom, so it doesn't incorporate that well because it kind of sediments and just settles. But you could see that the pickles are kind of colored now.
This maybe goes on so long because the time.
This is a fork that I thrifted. On the back it says copyright Reed and Barton Select Stainless Japan. I love it so much. Here is our turmeric pickles. I don't want to spill any of this, so. It's yellow now. Hey. Crunch-tastic. I think somebody said to peel the daikon because the skin can be a little bit bitter, and I think they're right. Because I didn't peel this daikon, and there is a slight bitter aftertaste. Not terribly unpleasant, but bordering on reminiscent of bitter melon for me. So if you want to avoid that bitterness, maybe follow that person's advice and peel your daikon. Do you have a favorite spoon to eat with? Yeah, my spork. I don't know, why was Wade's message deleted? Wade, what did you say? What do you like to splurge on? I like to splurge on farmers market apples. I like to splurge on snacks. I like to splurge on baked goods when I go out to bakeries. I like to splurge on cheese, basically lots of food. I also go to thrift stores when I don't really need clothes, and I will just like look at all the things. And guys, let's eat this baby dumpling, because Aaron's not coming. Obviously, he has more important things to do than eat. I don't know what they would be, but so cute, so tiny. Mmm. Oh yeah, definitely needs a little bit of seasoning. The turmeric is actually quite strong. I was not expecting it to be this strong, but you can still taste the turmeric. Mmm, way better. Aaron, how many dumplings do I say for you?
Few.
Can you give me a number? I don't know when you're coming. It's very frustrating. Alright, I'm gonna eat this sad boy here. And I'm going to cook off this little tiny meatball. Oh my god, Rusty Carr, are you my 9th grade English language arts teacher? She once gave us possibly the worst English teacher I've ever had. She once gave us a quiz and 10 questions. One of the questions was, how many is a couple and how many is a few? And I believe that was her answer. A couple is 2 and a few is 3 to 4. And like, I feel like 2/3 of the class did not get those questions. Up until then, I feel like I just used a couple and a few interchangeably. And when I got that grade back, let me tell ya, I was not pleased. And to this day, I still refuse to acknowledge that a few is 3 to 4. Hot. Nice and plump though. Oh yeah, it's way better when the turmeric wrapper is spread really, really, really thin, because then you don't get like a massive hit of that earthiness of the turmeric. You get like a nice thin layer of turmeric. Mm-hmm. Nice. See, I've already started a debate in the chat room about what a couple is. Language is faulty. We don't have to agree on the same definitions for all the words, and of course that room for flexibility is exactly what fucks us over. Makes us argue with each other for no reason.
How are things?
I'm gonna cut your head off because you don't want to show off your haircut, right?
What?
You're conscious about your haircut. So I'm just gonna leave you headless.
Yes, leave me. Well, I'm wearing a cap, it's fine.
Okay, well these are for you. Do you want them on a plate? And that dipping sauce is for you.
It's good. It looks good. Can I just grab it?
Yeah. Careful, it's very juicy. Can you not do that? It's turmeric-y.
Turmeric-y.
Yeah. You can use that dish if you want. I don't want the turmeric juice to stain all over.
June's been cutting my hair for years now, and just today I went out and got a haircut from a barber, and it's way worse than June's haircuts. So you just get capped now. You just get capped me. There. Oh, damn! You're at 536, June. You got that. You got that Webby bump. Did you guys hear June won the Webby? Is that why there's over 500 people here now?
I don't know, is it?
I look like Steve from Blue's Clues.
No, you don't.
That's what somebody said.
No, you don't.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. Mail.
No, you don't.
I look wired in hats. Someone said.
Wired.
Allison, you might not be the only one with buffering issues. June does all of these streams on her shitty old Pixel 2 XL phone, and she refuses to let me try to improve them, so that is what it is.
I didn't refuse to let you try. I let you try, and I simply vetoed them because it burns up my DSLR that I need for work.
There you go.
Okay.
She might buy an Osmo, though. Should June get an Osmo? What do you guys know about Osmos?
First of all, I don't even know if you can stream on Osmos. Hi, Naz. She's gonna steal your shirt.
Thanks, you can have it. It's not drip, so it's all yours. It's the only shirt I think I've worn on stream that's not what I would consider drip. I got it from, what was that service that sent you a box of clothes and you could try on a bunch and return whatever ones you don't like? I forgot the name. Stitch Fix.
Yes.
It's a Stitch Fix shirt.
Any regrets about not blooming the turmeric? I think if I bloomed the turmeric, it would have less of a dirt-like flavor and it might have a toastier flavor, but I'm not sure.
These are good. They're beautiful. They have a beautiful skin texture. Why was I Blue's Cluesing this? It's because somebody said I looked like Steve from Blue's Clues. You be the judge of that. What is drip? Asks Theodore. I don't know. If you don't know, then you don't know. Nez says I kind of do.
Hi, Australia.
What was the rumor everybody said about Steve from Blue's Clues, like in middle school or something? That he like died or was a crack addict or something or was a pedophile? I remember it was one of those things like Marilyn Manson sucks his own dick that like everybody just said. That probably had no basis in reality.
Are you trying to get me demonetized?
Are we? Can we not talk about dick sucking?
I don't know.
I honestly don't know if that's demonetizable. June would miss out on all $30 of this.
Hi, Japan
this
and
video.
Dubai. How many of you are buffering still?
Well, yeah, it was some weird thing, says Cece. I think it's amazing how like that spread to every like. I can only speak about the U.S., but it feels like it spread to every middle school in the U.S. All that stuff, like the Marilyn Manson thing. Even though like it was before the internet, at least for me. So where the hell did everybody learn about this all at the same time? You know, kids from around the country.
Okay, guys, everyone who's buffering, can you refresh the page? Maybe it's like a YouTube thing, because I'm not getting any notice that I'm buffering.
Tell June to let me build her a desktop computer that will have a wired connection that I can put right here. That will have a proper webcam hooked up to it, so she can stream in 1080p, 60 FPS without buffering. Convince her to let me do that.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
What am I gonna do? I just
You
said what I
tried
was
it
gonna do.
before.
No, I would build you. I would have you a proper stream PC here. You'd be a real streamer like Ninja.
Like Ninja? Who the fuck is Ninja?
Dude, June doesn't know who Ninja is.
Why do I want to be Ninja? That's a true question, I don't.
She doesn't know who Ninja is.
Who? Well, I'm sorry, guys. I guess we'll just have to end the stream if y'all are buffering.
I just completely closed YouTube and came back and it's better. Hello, Sinbandimer. That's a fun name. Sinbandimer.
Cece, do not use your data. You're gonna regret it. Oh, Fred is here.
Yes, of course he is, because I'm here. And Fred follows me wherever I go.
What is this stance, my dude? What is this fine leg placement you've got?
Did you let him smell the dump yet?
No, but you are.
Too hot.
We were eating Indo Java today, and Fred was going crazy. He was trampling all over my computer just to get to the Indo Java plate. And I guess he likes Indonesian food.
Fred is about 10.
We were gonna make out there.
That would really get you demonetized. I hope you guys all heard my knees are popping as I stood up. That's knees in your 30s, ladies and gentlemen.
How did you decide on the name
We
Fred?
didn't.
He came with the name, so we kept.
Yeah, he picked his own name.
Fred.
If you guys could pick your own names, like from birth, would you have went with the name you have now, or would you have picked something else? And what name would you have wanted? I don't mind the name Norma now. Not many people have it. Yeah, Norma I think is associated with older folks, but there's not many of those around. So it's pretty unique to have a Norma name now. Lily would keep her name. Well, Lily's a pretty name. I don't think anybody's ever complained about having the name Lily. Mildred, on the other hand.
Wait, guys, those of you who are buffering, go to another YouTube video and tell me if that buffers too. Is it just me?
Coco says my dad named me after a Disney character. So are you like 4 years old? Isn't Coco like a new movie?
Maybe it's from a different movie, Aaron.
Lori DiFrancesco says Larissa or Isabel. I hate my name. Yeah, I'd honestly go with this Larissa or Isabel over Lori.
Wow, Aaron.
I'm agreeing with her.
I like Lore.
Lore? Is it
I don't
Lore
know
or
if it's Lore or Lori.
I've never heard of anybody named Lore.
Huh. Interesting. People are not lagging on their data, but they are lagging on their Wi-Fi. Interesting.
I'm named after a Mexican soap opera singer, says Elena. Other live streams are having issues too, says Star Winter.
That's weird.
Coco is the middle name. First name Cinderella. Oh my god, your actual first name is Cinderella? Your parents are really into Disney.
I will say, when I tried to set up this live today, my first title is YouTube will not let me stream, because the first 2 times I tried to set up the live, it says trouble, basically trouble setting up the stream. So I don't know what's happening at YouTube right now, but they've not been good tonight.
Wow, lore says actually it's lore like in folklore. I've never heard of the name lore.
I like that.
Now that you mention that, I think it's cool because it's unique. Other people are named Isabella or Larissa or whatever you said. You should be proud of your unique name, lore. Amelia is watching smoothly from Indonesia.
Everybody who's lagging, what internet provider are you using? Are you hiding, Fred? under the tripod.
I was a NICU nurse in Boston for 2 years. The two worst names, Crystal Chandelier and Meconium. Meconium sounds like a element on the periodic table.
Do people actually say NICU, Aaron?
NICU? I think I've heard that in house and whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
They don't say NICU?
I think in house they say NICU.
Believe everything you look.
Hey, house wouldn't lead me astray. Sally says yes, they do.
Oh, he does not like the glove anymore. I'm just trying to get some fur off of you, buddy.
Chimchar says I just got vaccinated, so maybe that's why my internet is buggy. Right? Yeah, your internet's competing with your
5G.
with the 5G chip in you for data, so that makes sense. There's a YouTube spike in outages right now.
That's so weird. YouTube, what you guys doing? Ow! Do you not want to be pet? Okay. No pets.
Thank you for the delicious dumps, June.
Yes.
You know how much I love my dumps.
Thanks for eating.
Oh, we should try beer.
Fred has officially... Ooh! There goes my tripod. Fred has officially clawed me.
Do we have polls? Are there polls yet in YouTube that you can do?
Yeah?
You can?
Yeah?
Or if you want to make one?
Not now.
For these?
I can make it in a community tab.
Oh, not a live poll.
No.
Okay, well, let's show the people and ask them which one they want to see us try. Hold that.
Okay. Guys, we're gonna try a beer on camera. You vote. Green label or yellow label?
What they are is the green one is a German word that I can't pronounce. It's a Doppelbock that is a Schlenkerla oak smoke. So it's a oak smoked Doppelbock.
Bye,
And
Cece.
what do you have, June?
I have beer brewed with spice, brewed with coriander and salt. It's the original Leipziger beer, Spezialita.
So coriander salt spiced beer or oak smoked Doppelbock?
This is a 4.6%. I don't know what Aaron's
I'm
is.
seeing a lot of yellows. Everybody's saying yellow. I think yellow might have it. A few greens.
Mystery third bottle.
Somebody's saying purple. Thanks, Pamela. Excellent silliness there.
We also have a Por qué no los dos.
It's because because June already gets drunk on one sip, so if I made her try 2 beers, then she would just be off the walls. She would be unstoppable in her silliness. I think it's mostly yellows. So, and Nez said yellow, so that's got to be it. Nez votes are worth like 10. All right, I'll pop it open.
Do you think he knows his paw is on my paw? Do you think he knows he's doing this? Do you think he knows he's doing this?
His paw's on your paw?
Yeah, we got paws together.
Paws together.
Paws together. Paws together.
Did you guys see in June's Insta, she linked the Untapped where she rates all the beers? If you care about that, June's excellent ratings.
I don't want to move. Oh, but he will. Wow, he really doesn't like being on camera. Bye, Cece. Fred is just running away from y'all. He really doesn't want to be on cam.
Do you want to get this pour?
Do I want to get this pour?
Yeah, on
Sure.
camera.
Can I wash my hands of cat?
You may.
Bye,
Yeah.
Rebecca. Hi, Vienna.
Democracy in action. You all voted for the spiced coriander and salt beer. Hold on, I need to sneeze first. Wait.
Bless.
All right, back in action. Not a ton of head. You could see more head, ideally.
That's what she said?
Hey, June, don't be crude. Smell. You'll rate it soon, but
Are you?
just get an early
Let me smell it when you're
Okay.
having me rate it.
Hey, Aaron, try Penetrex on your knees. I have arthritis. Oh, my knees are fine. You should give that advice to June. I was just saying they popped a lot and cracked when I stood up, but I don't have knee pain or anything. June's the one with bum knees. Penetrex. That sounds like a silly medication.
That
I have
sounds very
arthritis.
sexual.
I have arthritis in both of mine, and Penetrex works really well for giving me relief from my pain and stiffness.
Hi, Malaysia. Hi, Bangkok.
Make sure you only apply Penetrex in private, though. I'll pull up my Untapped, which is now completely taken over with June. It is Untapped June Rates Beer. June-rates-beer if you guys want to friend us. Gosa Leipziger.
Don't worry, guys. Fred is back. He just doesn't want to be on camera.
Gasthaus and Gosebrau. I'm just trying to figure out the name of the beer.
Can you move to your left so
Oh,
people
I
can see
found it.
Fredo? There
Yeah.
he is.
Okay, you can start sniffing it.
Cheers, y'all. Ooh, this smells delicious. It smells like a hard apple cider.
Mm-hmm.
Very bright, fruity. Are you writing any of this down?
Oh, I probably should. That's the point. Apple cider.
Spicy apple cider, not
Okay.
spiced. Spicy apple cider.
Spicy apple cider. Bright fruity.
What does this smell remind me of? It smells like cherry.
Oh wow, we dropped in half. In
Smells like
viewers.
cherry
There must
liqueur.
be something really wrong.
It's YouTube's fault. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. We don't pay attention to numbers. Carry on.
I don't know, I just noticed.
Did you get the cherry liqueur? Ooh, very interesting.
Taste.
Is this a sour?
It is. It's a ghost of sour.
Yeah. Very subtle sour.
Subtle sour.
Yep. Sharp but gentle carbonation.
Sharp but gentle carb.
Ooh. That's very drinkable.
Mm-hmm.
Very light. It fades into, I would say it fades into a lager taste. Would you agree?
Yeah.
That kind of bitter, yeasty lagerness fades into lager taste.
Yeah.
Overall, it's highly drinkable. I'm gonna give this one a 3.
Okay.
And I'm gonna eat my meatball. Yum. Good meatball. A little bit burnt on the bottom. Rosie, don't make fun of it. You know I can't pronounce East. JK, you can make fun of it as much as you want. I don't care.
Well, sorry about YouTube, folks. You'd think Google, having all the money in the world, they'd be able to
Oh, yeah.
make something a bit more stable.
I just got an email from YouTube, aka Google, today being like, we updated our policies and apparently they're turning monetization payouts into royalties by US tax rules.
So you're getting a 1099?
So I don't know what being paid out like this is royalties means, but I'm only assuming that it's going to mean I get less income. So maybe this...
It's not, you don't think it's Google deciding to give you more money? What's the likelihood of that? Well,
I don't know what that means, but there you have it. My income from YouTube will be counted as royalties now.
everybody's saying goodnight, I think, because they can't see or hear anything, so.
Bye, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Catch you tomorrow when the tubes are less clogged.
Or maybe YouTube is going down.
Maybe-
Burn it all down.
Maybe we're all gonna die. Immediately.
Eat all the things, guys. Take care.